As the daughter of the former media magnate Robert Maxwell, Ghislaine is no stranger to circles of power which followed her through her childhood into her adult life, especially in her relationship with the deceased American financier Jeffrey Epstein. Following the apparent suicide of Epstein, the arrest of Maxwell on charges of federal crimes, including incitement of minors, sex trafficking and sexual offences, recently released documents reveal that Maxwell trained underage girls as sex slaves. One of the alleged victims, a Virginia Roberts Jouff, has claimed that the perpetrators of the offence of the trafficking were in fact the duo of Maxwell and Epstein, claiming that they're both as guilty as each other. Jouff went on to further state that Maxwell was the one that procured her and that she became a victim of both physical and psychological abuse from the powerful gang. In spite of the clear allegations, Maxwell denies the charges against her.
Today we announce charges against Ghislaine Maxwell for helping Jeffrey Epstein sexually exploit and abuse multiple minor girls from the period of 1994 through 1997. Maxwell has been taken into custody early this morning in New Hampshire and will be presented this afternoon before a magistrate judge in the District of New Hampshire.
But it seems very strange that in spite of the overwhelming evidence against her, she has some support from very important people, including the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump. Could it be then that the circle of suspects is much wider than the names that have come up so far? When Trump was asked, as mentioned, he wished her well.
Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison, and a lot of people want to know if she's going to turn in powerful people. And I know you've talked in the past about Prince Andrew, and you've criticized Bill Clinton's behavior. I'm wondering, do you feel that she's going to turn in powerful men? How do you see that working out?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much. I just wish her well, frankly.
There's no smoke without fire, and hence something the British royal, Prince Andrew, will soon realise will come back to haunt him at some point, with allegations being made against him crystal clear. He was involved in some capacity in the Epstein and Maxwell trafficking ring. In fact, in recently released documents, details have emerged that Prince Andrew lobbied the US legal system to go lightly on his near and dear friend, Jeffrey Epstein, raising the question as to just why Andrew would use his influential position to protect someone like Epstein, a convicted paedophile. Prince Andrew has denied ever meeting one of the victims of the case, again Virginia Jouff, but as photographic evidence clearly suggests, a picture paints 1,000 words. It's hence why prosecutors have called on Andrew to give evidence, but apparently to no avail.
It's fair for people to know whether Prince Andrew has followed through with that public commitment. So let me say that the Southern District of New York and the FBI have contacted Prince Andrew's attorneys and requested to interview Prince Andrew. And to date, Prince Andrew has provided zero cooperation.
The acting US Attorney General for the Southern District of New York also called on Andrew to come forward and help with inquiries. Yet again, it seems that Andrew has too much to hide and he feels that he's above the law.
I'm not going to comment on anyone's status in this investigation, but I will say that we would welcome Prince Andrew coming in to talk with us. We would like to have the benefit of his statement.
But the statement from the victim when she described Andrew said it all. She was forced into such positions under the influence of Maxwell and Epstein.
He asked me to dance. He is the most hideous dancer I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it was horrible, and this guy was sweating all over me. Like, his sweat was like, it was raining basically everywhere, and I was just like, whoa, grossed out from it. But I knew I had to keep him happy because that's what Jeffrey and Ghislaine would expect from me.
Is it any wonder then that Andrew was zoomed out of all interaction at his daughter's wedding, and for yet another royal scandal to be idly brushed away by the House of Windsor, who clearly have a history of hiding embarrassing stories and supporting their peers in high places?